It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And up next is Mike Hilton. He got the QB not once, but twice last week.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Quickly to the air is Burrow.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. And now to common sight, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Mixon again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And he top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Saints at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. Here we go. And 4th down now coming up. Burrow going for it on 4th. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's Olave bringing in another one. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least gotten something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here. They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. 11. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 Mighty, 11 MP, 11 Thomas.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we have come to halftime, and what's... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Finding space at the 40.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now here's a throw that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's hauled in by Hardy.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Kamara trying again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it with Kamara. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a two-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Now Burrow down around his goal line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Higgins, what a catch. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Burrow looking to pass.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Finding space at the 40.
The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
78 yards.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to throw here.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
11.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
That's pulled in at the 32.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll drop to throw.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting rubbed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave from 8 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Here we go with Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Here we go.
More minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback.